from September, which of course will push many to the edge. Kenyans Abiagina has that story for you.
It comes as no surprise to millions of Kenyans as fuel prices shot up yet again following the monthly price review by the Energy Regulatory Commission.
Bei ya mafuta ikipanda, transport itapanda. Unaona? Na transport ikipanda, raia hawatapata ile pesa, waongeze kwa ile pesa imeongezwa kwa transport.
Sisi pia itabidi tupandishe bei ya kubeba watu. Sasa tunaona bei ya mafuta kama ni mzuri ingerudi chini kidogo, lakini
according to ERC, the jump in fuel prices is attributed to an increase in the cost of landed fuel, which went up by 3% in the month of July, as well as an increase in the cost of imported crude oil, which hit $76 per barrel. A litre of super petrol went up by 1 shilling and 53 cents and will now retail at 113 shillings and 73 cents, whereas diesel will go down by 51 cents and will now retail at 102 shillings and 74 cents per litre in Nairobi. The latest reviews saw a drop in kerosene prices, which dropped by 78 cents and will now retail at 84 shillings and 95 cents per litre, offering a temporary reprieve for many households.
Saizi tena wanataka ili wanakenya wa kawaida wasahau hii mambo ya sukari ili watuongezee mambo ya hii pesa ya mafuta, na mimi naona naye mwananchi wa kawaida naye watakuwa na shida sana.
Other factors that have triggered a spike in fuel prices is the prevailing exchange rate, where the shilling is now trading at 100 shillings and 60 cents, exposing Kenya to external shocks. Despite the surge in pump prices for the last few months, Kenyans could just be bracing for harsher times ahead, especially if the government goes ahead to impose a 16% tax on petroleum products. Currently, Treasury Cabinet Secretary Henry Rotich, in his budget statement, announced a proposal that is set to see consumers pay an additional value-added tax of 16% beginning September this year. If this proposal sails through, motorists are set to pay a record 130 shillings and 15 cents per litre of petrol, or about 17 shillings and 9 cents more, beginning next month. Abiagina, KTN News.
So let's look at the last couple of months and how these figures have been looking. So between March and April, petroleum pump prices went down by 0.46, but then between April and May it went up by 0.34%. In July it went up again by 1 shilling 98 cents. Between July and August it went up by 3 shillings and 39 cents. August, September, we're looking at an upward price of 1.53. So those are the figures that we've had. Let's look at diesel. Diesel between March and April went up by 90 cents. April and May went up by 78 cents. June to July went up by, 5 shillings 47 cents. Between July and August went down again by 0.35. August, September went down 0.51. So those are the figures we've had for the last 4 months. Let's look at kerosene. And remember, there are millions of Kenyans out there who depend on kerosene. If the price of this commodity goes up, then you have several households really going through a very tough time financially. So between March and April, it went up 70 cents. April and May went up again, 1 shilling 50 cents. Between June and July, that went up by 7 shillings and 40 cents. For those on the low cadre, low income earners, they know what this means, what difference 7 shillings can make. Between July and August went up again by 1 shilling and 63 cents, and August, September went down by 0.78%. So those are the numbers we've been witnessing in the last 4 months. We will be speaking a little later on in this bulletin to Paul Wafula, who's senior business reporter, and just trying to get the numbers and what exactly is happening to fuel prices in Kenya. I did mention that international crude oil prices have remained stable, and it really doesn't make sense why Kenyans may have to pay 130 Kenya shillings. So just hang on, we'll get Paul Wafula for you. He'll break down the numbers and help you to understand why we are where we are as a country in terms of fuel prices.